going on YouTube? This is Fish Freak Phil, giving you guys an update on my Cobalt Aquatics C-Vue 40. Added, I think, what's going to be the last of the corals I'm going to add to this system, I think. And you notice how I keep saying I think, because if you are already into corals, you already know you can never have too many. But I've added frags in here and stuff like that. And at this point, I kind of want to give them a chance to grow. Let's just take a quick look here. I'm going to go from right to left. As you know, I have my Recordia. This is doing lovely, doing great. This Duncan coral. I got it. It cost me 12 bucks, and I got it at was it Petco. I typically wouldn't buy it, but it was 12 bucks. It had 2 large heads on it. I was like, you know something? Let me go ahead and just take a chance. And I literally tried to kill this coral by the way I cleaned it, man. I left it in there way too long, thinking, I was like, man, if this thing makes it out of there, I'm trying to kill off the coral and everything else on it. If it makes it, great. If it doesn't, it was 12 bucks. You know, screw it. Right now, it's a little closed up there. I wonder why that is. But it's got crazy amount of heads on there. Mind you, it started off with 2. I probably want to say there's like 1, 2, like 3 or 4 heads under there nowadays. I gotta check because it had a third larger head, and then suddenly, you know, smaller ones started popping out. Anyway, I can't recall the name of this head. I think it's a Fruit Loop zoanthid. I believe it's a Fruit Loop. I stuck it on here. We'll see what happens with that. Correct me if I'm wrong on any of these. That's a Superman. I don't know what to say about this frag, man. Like, I kind of stuck it there. Glued it too early. It looks like it's kind of doing okay, not happy. I'm inclined to just leave it there. There's a piece off another frag that I got that I really don't have any place I really like to put it. I'm actually may just take that off, put it someplace else. We'll see. Now this was a piece of frag off of another one on the right hand side. I'll show you as you can see where I fragged it off of there. Now I got this past weekend, and they're calling it a blue steel, quote unquote, acropora. I don't know. The names are just crazy. Man, I think this is my ORA bird's nest. I mean, that's my ORA bird's nest. Anyway, I wish I would have. I think I should probably go back and get all the names of these corals, but let me just give you a quick look. This one I got from my LFS, but it's not doing so good, y'all. Look at, like, it's starting to, see that? Bleach out a little bit. Got me, I gotta check my levels ASAP and see where they're at. I noticed both my tanks had high magnesium. Reason being, magnesium is the one thing that gets used at a slower rate than all the other things in terms of alkalinity and calcium. I was dosing 2-part magnesium and beneficial elements or whatever to the tank every time I dosed. Did not need to. I tested my magnesium in both their tanks. They were skyrocketed. So I'm not dosing any magnesium for a while. I'm gonna let that come down. And I know that that's kind of one of the things that kind of helps. You know, you want that at kind of forgot the levels at 1300 and something else. But yeah, I think I was over. Put it this way, I was above the limit in my test kit, and that test kit was at 1600. So you go ahead. You know, it's my ORA Red Planet. And look at that. Loves that spot. I kind of stuck it in there. Couldn't find a good spot for it. And it just started growing up like that. And I was like, you know something? I just left it in there. And you can see at the base of it, that's actually, it grew over the plug. And I was like, man, I don't want to, it was one of those rubber plugs. I'm like, I don't want to try and cut that and damage or anything. So I just stuck it in place like that, puttied it down, and I was loving the spot. My torch, my Manitosa, Manipora setosa. My torch is usually out a little bit more. Still is a little bit, but I don't know, these frags, I don't know, maybe it's the day. We'll see. I'm about to do a water change. But yeah, this is, I think, this coral right here, this hammer, had 2 heads. I want to say I've had this is my first coral I've ever gotten. It's got about 13 heads now. Last I counted, and that was a couple of weeks ago. About a week, 2 weeks ago. 13 heads, y'all. Like from 2 heads to 13. Like I freaking like. As you can see, I got a little putty there. On there because it actually fell off the rock. It scared me, man. I'm like, oh no, like just so I had to make sure it's secure on that rock. Now that rock, that base rock there, it's basically the rock I had in the fluval. It's basically sitting on there in place. It's basically nice and stuck there. So this is my gosh. Sorry, y'all, I forgot the name of this one, but this one's doing pretty well. I kind of liked it in that spot. Almost look like it's giving me the middle finger or something. This coral, still hoping to see if it recovers. We'll see what happens. I'm just gonna keep it there. This is my other hammer, also doing wonderful. Like those hammer love that position, so I'm gonna leave it there. Now you can see here I got some clementine zoanthids. So as you can see, yeah, without saying, you know what I'm doing, right? Yeah, I'm covering that all up. I didn't want I thought I'd put like a statue or whatever. I know some people got some skulls and all types of things. I was like, nah, I want something useful that's gonna be be able to be used by the creatures that inhabit the tank. So these are my Midas, I believe they're called Midas Touch zoanthids. It's a very yellow looking zoanthid. I put them on that rock. I want this to become like all yellow, just like in my other tank. In the fluval in the back, I have the dragon's eye that just took that one back area. I want them to do the same here. It's my frog spawn. Now you see that little right there? See that? That is something we don't like in a tank. Bubble algae. And same thing for now. If you look back there, I thought those were bubble algae, but it's actually there's oxygen bubbles coming up from the algae on the tank, from the hair algae, which I'm actually going to be using with the reflux on this tank to deal with the hair algae. I'm not going to wait around and see what happens for that. I'm just going to go ahead and nip the... Now, the good thing about this is I've only seen the bubble algae on this frog spawn. So, and I'm not going to get a green emerald crab just to spread more of that crap around the tank. So basically, luckily for me, it's not even, I literally just have it resting between the 2 rocks. So I can just pop that out, take it out, clean it off, make sure there's no algae on there. I was thinking at some point in time I may want to frag these, but I kind of like it like that, so I'm gonna leave it. I know someone suggested that I move the frog spawn over to that rock and do like a feel guide. I kind of like it spread out like that. This looks, I just kind of like the look of it, so that's where it goes. My tank, that's you know, my decision. Do what you do with your tanks. Anyway, but yeah, so just a quick look. I'm gonna do a water change, and I will be doing updates and letting you know what's going on with the reflux medication. Nothing horrible in terms of the no biopsis. It's just the hair algae. As you see, I want to get a two spot goby. They stay pretty small. They do a pretty awesome job. They look to the gravel, so we'll see. I'm gonna slow down in terms of adding any fish, and I want to get unfortunately my tail spot blenny did pass. Never made it from the quarantine tank into, well, he did make it, but he didn't survive long after coming into the display tank, and sucks because I liked him because it was really, I love tail spot blennies. If you don't know, they have a lot of personality, and they do an awesome job in terms of, like, you'll see them all day just eating at the rocks, and they're just awesome. And they just look like grumpy old men. I mean, if you ever look at one, just, you know, they just do an awesome job. Awesome personality. Watching them just dip in and out of holes. You know, they kind of always look like they're frowning, just doing their job, doing their thing. And yeah, right now I have a Makaska wrasse right in the back there. He's kind of getting bullied a little bit by my carpenter wrasse. I want to add a third wrasse, and I'm looking for, fortunately I had a large, extremely large, well, it's about, I want to say it's about, he was about 3.5 inches, maybe pushing 4 inches, purple wrasse, very beautiful. I want to get a third one, flasher wrasse, and I'm looking to try to get a purple or a line spot flasher wrasse, like, and maybe in blue wrasse, but I want to add just a third wrasse in here to kind of spread the aggression around, because it kind of sucks that he's got his own little corner. Oh, you see him open up? Yeah, I just hope I can get him to flash, because he is, oh damn it, like, this is not picking it up. He's absolutely gorgeous. Like, this is he's actually one of the best ones I've seen. He's got this, like, these gorgeous colors, and at the edge of him, he's got this, like, electric blue finish, like, color at the tips of him, man. It just looks dope. And, you know, if you ever seen a carpenter wrasse, oh, there's flashing. I love, amongst one of my favorite fish are flasher wrasses. Love them. They're gorgeous, man. Just, fins are just beautiful. But yeah, I'm not looking to get, basically 3 fish. 2 of them obviously have jobs, and the other one is just to look pretty. Decoration, that's his job. Yeah, you can see, if you're new to my channel, I run my tanks heavy. I stock them heavy, but I make sure I stay on top of keeping my nutrients down. He's trying to, you know, I got this Aquamax HOB 1.5 skimmer. Look at that. It's pretty dark skim. But yeah, all that will be coming out. This thing does an awesome job. Anyway, just wanted you guys to see tank, kind of a update on my C-Vue Aquatics Cobalt Aquatics C-Vue 40. Anyway, do your research, try things out, see what happens. Go ahead and hit that subscribe and notify button. Later, y'all.